my name is Mary from Prince August. I'm here today to explain some of the reasons why metal is still an economical choice for casting. As the world market continues to show rises in all metals, including the contents of our alloys, some hobbyists are looking for alternatives that are cheaper. While this is understandable, it is not necessary, as metal still offers amazing value and has many qualities that surpass materials like plastic or resin. Some of these include aesthetics, longevity, historical authenticity and reusability. Today we address the most important one for economical purposes. Point 1. Reusability. The key benefit of casting with metal is that it can be reused over and over again with minimum loss of quality, especially if you take some basic precautions. Before remelting metal that you've previously used, clean the figure beforehand to help avoid dirt or releasing powder entering the ladle's pool of metal, as this will become encrusted with the metal and can cause dross or impurities to flow to the top of the ladle. The dross floats to the top of the metal, just like if you were boiling milk in a saucepan, the skin of the milk comes to the top. To remove the dross from the ladle, first stir up the metal, as alloys will separate them in a liquid state, as lead is heavier than tin. This in turn makes sure you are only taking off the dross, not the precious metal. You can do this by using a temperature stick and to skim off such dross. Never mix different metals together, so do not add our 5-star metal to our model metal, as they contain different compositions and the blending will corrupt the whole mixture, which will in turn downgrade the quality of your casting. Unless you really understand the percentages of metal you are combining, you best use different ladles for different alloys. A ladle is very cheap, so why ruin your hobby over being hasty with your scraps? A single bar of model metal weighs about 125 grams of metal, has the ability to cast multiple figures from any of our mould scales. By figures, I mean human figures, not horses or accessories that naturally might require an additional bar to complete. Starting with our largest range, our 54mm scale moulds, which include our traditional Toy Soldiers series and chess sets, allow you to cast 2 complete figures easily. The middle range scale is our 40mm scale figures, which include our Irish Wild Geese soldiers, can cast up to 6 figures. Finally, our smallest scale is our 25mm scale, which includes our Napoleonic range and Fantasy Army range, can cast up to 9 figures. That's right, 9 from 1 bar. Didn't expect that, did you? Now you are thinking, okay, that's reasonable for 1 bar, but how is that demonstrating reusability? Well, you can melt the metal figures down again, whether it's just 1 or all 9, and try a different mould to make a completely different figure. You cannot do that with any other comparative material. So why would you want to melt a figure down again? There are many reasons. 1. You made a mistake when casting and the figure was not perfect, so you remelt it. 2. You dropped the figure and it was damaged, so you remelt it. 3. You painted it and your paint skills proved inadequate, so you remelt it. 4. Your interest in your hobby has changed, perhaps from fantasy figures to Roman miniatures, so you can recycle all your fantasy figures and regain the bulk of their metal content again. I am sure you can find other reasons for doing this, but the point is, metal once melted is as good as when you bought it. Okay, so we've proved that it is reusable and allows you to cast up to 9 figures per bar. So I think I have explained some of the reasons why metal is still an economical choice for casting, which is only one benefit to choosing it over other materials. So from all of Prince August, happy casting, folks. Okay, so we've proved that it is